watching Umami.
Hey everyone, what's up? Today I'm going to be animating Caillou, which is a children's television show program that was developed in Quebec City that has forcefully kind of thrust itself upon civilization. And it's about this kid that's just really whiny and stuff, and kind of caused an epidemic of whiny children because kids see this stuff on television and they emulate what they see. So I'm going to be killing Caillou today by impaling him on a asbestos covered stalagmite that happens in a documentary being filmed by Werner Herzog. So Werner Herzog is going to be here filming a documentary, basically Caves of Forgotten Dreams, if you've ever seen that documentary. And Caillou is going to be impaled on this beautiful looking stalagmite that was drawn by Carolina. And so that's what's going to happen today. For those who don't know what a stalagmite is, a stalagmite is basically a mineral deposit that has been dripped from what is known as a stalactite, which is basically an icicle of stone that over hundreds of years, whatever, the water comes through the ground and then it like accumulates minerals and then it forms basically icicles of rock, or not rock but mineral things, and then they drip into stalagmites. So if you ever look at something and you say that looks like a stalagmite, you could be, if you're if you're upside down, it could be a stalactite. So you just have to be aware of the difference. So anyway, Caillou's going to be landing on a stalagmite. So that's what's happening. Let's see here. There's a close-up of Werner. Well, in this documentary, in this animation, I'm going to be calling him Werner Hot Dog because it's just kind of funny. Can we do Peppa Pig next time? Too many American-Canadian kids walking around with faux British accents these days. Peppa Pig is a little bit after my time. I mean, so is Caillou, honestly. But I caught the tail end of that as a kid growing up. So anyway, Carolina drew this drawing of Werner Herzog, and but I'm just gonna touch it up a bit because it's not quite how she does. Carolina helps me a lot with these animations now, and usually I'll give her something to draw, but I have to I just change it a bit because sometimes there's things about it that I would prefer if it was slightly different. So for instance, the background is it's too bright for my taste, so I'm going to darken this up a bit and probably give the background different textures. I really don't even know if this whole Caillou thing is real or not, whether or not kids are emulating his mannerisms or not, but at this point it's basically a meme. So I'm just gonna. I think people want to see this happening anyway. And this is all. I mean, I'm still working on interface and stuff, but this is kind of just going to be like a fun in-between video because the last episode of interface will be not until the summer, until it's finished. I have a lot of work to do on that. I've been working on the album art for the Part 2 soundtrack. So I'll show you that right now. I have to get this stuff made now, is what I'm saying. The vinyls and the CDs and stuff, because with COVID and everything, everything's been slowed down. And so it's going to take like half a year for this stuff to get made. So I have to basically get the soundtrack finished and sent out, mastered and stuff before I even start episode 24, because by the time I finish episode 24, there might be another month or two still before the soundtrack is ready. But I'm not sure about that. Maybe it might come out at the same time, which is what I'm hoping for. And episode 24 will be the last of Interface, but it won't be the end of Mischief and stuff like that. So basically, this is the album art that I have designed, and I've been posting about this on social media. But Carolina actually did the painting for Mischief, and I did the shapes. And it's a acrylic painting that we took photographs of. And you can see right here that his hand comes off and it's messing up the text, which I did not plan for that to happen. But when I put the composition together, I realized it would be perfect if his hand came off and then he's like messing up the text over here. So that's what he's doing. I thought it was pretty funny. The painting on the back is something I've been working on for the past couple weeks. And it's basically an abstract version of episode 23, where Henrik's hat's floating. And got some shapes up here. You can see even a piece of the wood panel and the shapes coming out of it. I thought it was kind of cool because it's like the cerebral electricity coming through the environment almost. And in this case, it would just be the wood panel because you're like seeing what's underneath the painting, you know? So that's what's been going. That's what I've been working on the past couple weeks. So I've been kind of missing in action on YouTube and stuff, but these things take time, so I have to do this. Yes, so that's the Volume 2 soundtrack. And it's going to be longer than the first one. The first one, I think, was 40 minutes or so. This one's going to be 70 minutes long. The songs are longer, and the last track I developed is kind of like an ambient mix that combines a lot of the sound effects I used throughout the entire series. So like, yeah, I mean, even like that song from episode 23, An Unconscious Conscience, is like 11 minutes long. So the songs are a little bit longer. I think even there might even be like the songs might have like longer. There might be one song that's slightly longer than the actual episode because I extended it for the soundtrack. Do I have color vinyl picked out? Yeah, so here's the options I'm going to be doing for the second one. Let me just show you guys. Maybe I can get your opinion on something too, because I wasn't sure about this. I was thinking Hold on, just give me a second here. I can pull it up. Okay, so with the first vinyl I did, I offered a pink one that was like a pre-order one, and then they're limited edition. So I was thinking maybe I'll do that again. But I was wondering if rather than having it be hot pink, maybe I'd make it like a bright solid blue for like Henrik, you know, so that the first one's pink and the second one's blue. What do you guys think about that? Or do you think that the second volume should also have a hot pink? And then the second variation is going to be like this basically, which is from the first one. Like I did the second pressing. So if people ordered this one, they can order the same style and it can like match, you know? And it's kind of a cool, it's kind of like a cool texture, I guess, or design, I guess, whatever you call that. I think it's called Ghost or something. Let's see. Yeah, blue. Oh, people are saying blue. Yeah, that'd be cool. Because the thing is, like, then you got the pink one, and then you got the blue one, and it's like Mischief and Henrik, and that's the iconic duo for the series. You know, I think that'd be cool. Blue. Okay. Thank you for the. And for those who ordered the Corona Wave one, by the way, they're still being made. It's just things are taking forever, and I don't even have the test pressings yet, so I'm waiting on that. It should be soon though. It should be like really soon when I get the test pressings. Okay, so anyway, this is Werner Herzog there. Let me just save this for a second. Filming the Stalagmite. Oh, yes, I'm going to be doing a CD as well for those who don't have record players. The CDs are going to be much cheaper too. Vinyls are kind of expensive, unfortunately. Barry needs a backstory. Yeah, so I mean, like, basically after Interface, I'm planning to just do silly stuff like Soup Sun videos, and like I'll probably do another Barry video. So there might be like stuff like a backstory to Barry. It's just the Interface I'm finding, it's like it takes me longer and longer to make an episode. And I feel like a lot of animators have the same kind of problem. I think, like David Firth, every episode of Salad Fingers he made started taking longer and longer, and it's because you try to like increase the quality more each time. But then it gets to a point where the algorithm for YouTube does not like how long it's taking you to make an episode, and then it's like gonna have to fight against that. And also, I can't go like half a year without releasing something, you know? It just, that's no good. So that's partially why I'm doing this Caillou video right now, because it's gonna come out before the last episode of Interface. I'm not quite sure about how bright he is, but whatever. For now, I'll fix it like this for now. I love Werner Herzog, you know? I think he's a great documentary filmmaker. And hey buddy, I'm trying to subscribe to your Patreon. My question is is if the design is random, or can I ask you for a mischief for a tattoo design? Nico. Nico, are you talking about the like raw tier, which is like a commission? I think they're actually kind of sold out. They've been sold out for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, because I haven't been doing them anymore. The reason why I stopped doing commissions was because I would get them, and then I would spend like a whole day doing it, and then it's like I'm a whole day behind in terms of my animation and stuff. So I don't really do them anymore, unfortunately. What you get though, if you're talking about the $5 one, it's a print that I already have made, and I send them out. I just sign them. I don't have like a custom design for them because, well, that's just, I wouldn't be able to make them $5 if they were like custom, you know, because it would take me forever, and just the printing costs actually. I have them done like 1,000, a stack of them. Well, they're mostly gone now, but I hope that answers your question. I'm sorry, man. I don't really do commissions anymore. Okay, so I got the stalagmite here, and so I'm gonna recreate it like as a close-up, and then I'm gonna have like Caillou's face going into the stalagmite. So I'm gonna just start a new drawing here. And I think I might have to... I'm just going to make it a little bit larger so that if I want to, I can do some camera tilt and After Effects kind of effect. This stalagmite is going to be covered. It's going to be like embedded with it. It's going to have asbestos, and I don't really know if those actually even exist. I know there's like asbestos kind of like stalagmites, but they're not really stalagmites. They're not really. They don't form the same way. And I don't think they're actually like solid. Like you couldn't get impaled on it. It would just get like, it would just fluff down, you know, because they're not really tough. They're not made out of minerals. Well, I'm not sure about that. Are asbestos made out of minerals? It's basically like insulation though. It's not solid, you know. Hey, Monster CC. Really enjoyed Chimney Alfonso. Could go for more of that with a little more depth. I would love to do more Chimney Alfonso. I just don't know if it will be a point and click, like choose your own adventure, because I said this on the stream before, but basically it was too much work. Like it was like way too much. By the end of it, I just wanted it to be over with because I think there's like 27 videos I have to organize and keep track of, and then figure out the timeline, and then you have to animate it, and then it's just too much, too difficult for me to do by myself, you know, like that kind of thing. Essentially, it's a video game, just done on YouTube. YouTube's not really set up for it, so it was kind of like a test to see how things would go. And it was, people enjoyed it, but I don't know if I'll do another one. If I did a Chimney Alfonso video, it would probably be like a regular animation of him. Can't believe it's been 3 years. Man, I mean, that's pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about interface and stuff, but I started that in 2017. Or it's like been 3.5 years, I think. Okay, so there's my stalagmite. Is that pure white? Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna draw in the background here for a second. Would you ever make art for a game? Probably. Honestly, it's just not something I'm really interested in doing. I would make a soundtrack for a game, maybe, but art for a game, I don't know. Maybe like art direction. I don't really want to do it myself. It's just too much work, guys. Like, I don't know. There's some people out there that can do this stuff, like video game developers. Like the guy that made Juice Galaxy. You should look up his channel, by the way. He's got a channel on YouTube. It's called, I think it's called Fish Licka. And he's making this game called Juice Galaxy. And so, honestly, I find that it's pretty inspiring to see someone make something like that indie. And it's like, I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Like, if you watch some of the videos on that channel, he's got these bosses that just go around making funny noises and stuff. Like, there's like one guy that's like stuck in the toilet, and he's named the Clog or whatever. And you're supposed to unclog him with a plunger. And the whole time he's fighting you, and he's just like, I'm the Clog! And he's like, I don't know, he comes after you with his fists and stuff. It's just really weird. I can't really explain it. So if you're looking for like a video game that's kind of like, if I were to make a video game, it'd be similar to that. So check out that game. You might enjoy it. Juice Galaxy. It feels like a similar type of humor, you know? Especially with like the slurping. You go around and you like slurp people. And they can slurp you too. It's really weird. It's funny. Okay, I'm putting a lot of detail on my stalagmite here. Okay, so now I need to draw let's see. What's the name of the game again? It's called Goose Galaxy. Okay, so I need to draw Caillou now. Let's see. I have to oops. Oh yeah. That's what he looks like, but you know, I'm thinking maybe when it's like a close-up, his face is like, it's just like even more minimalist. That's possible, so. Let's see, maybe he's like. Okay, so if I were to draw his eyes, kind of like got like little circles, I guess. I don't really know how I'm going to draw this because, well, we'll find out. I mean, I just experiment with stuff. Maybe I put his eyes like this. I mean, really close together. Where does he get impaled exactly? That's what I want to know. Is it like right on his face? And it's gonna happen in slow motion. It's gonna be like he's like, oh, look, and he falls into this stalagmite, and then just all of a sudden, it's like extremely slow motion, and you're gonna hear like some music in the background. How did you get the drum sounds on Hex System Revelations? Oh, I basically just used Logic Studio as a drum kit. I just used the drum kit in there. I mean, and I believe I put like compression on it, and I might have even put expansion after the compression, and then I might have put like some distortion, like I think what do you call it? It's not a flanger, or is it a? It's goddamn, I don't remember. I put some sort of effect on there because it doesn't quite sound like a clean drum. It sounds like a drum that has like a flanger on it, but it's not. I don't think it was a flanger that I used. Some sort of modulation of some sort. I forget. I've been actually practicing to play the drums. I've been taking some classes, but I don't actually I don't record my own drums for the music. Not yet, anyway. I'm not quite good enough. Or if, I mean, I guess I could do it, but it would be like short takes, and then I don't know. It just You know what? I find the drum class is actually very helpful for helping me program my drums in Logic, because it kind of like allows me to make drums knowing, like, if someone were to actually play this, is this possible physically, rather than me just randomly clicking all the checkboxes, you know? Phaser? Chorus? I mean, I could open up the project file if you want to see what I did. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it though, but let's see. I don't usually do this. I don't usually like open my music files because, well, I don't know why, but I can show you guys because you asked. Let's see if I can find it. Which track was that? 11? I'm not sure if this is the right one. Let me just add something here so you can probably hear it now. I think if I were to play it back. Okay. Hold on. Is this it? Let's see. I actually can't even help myself. That's not right. Okay, hold on. It sounds like it's because I got all this, like, it's going into my mic for my voice, and it's got the noise removal and stuff on there. Let me just turn those filters off for a second. Okay, now if I play it. Okay, so this is the right file. And this is the right one. Let's see. Oh, okay, drummer. Actually, I used some drummer there. It's pretty basic stuff. This is before the drum kit. Oh, directional mixer. Okay. I have two different. Sorry. I'm like hearing myself talk now. It's throwing me off. So I have two different drum kits mixed together. One of them has distortion on it, and it gets routed to bus. I have a bus on here going to. So I have a bass amp on there that's adding some punch to stuff, but also I believe the drum kit has a lot of reverb, and it has a tape delay on it. I don't know. I can't really. I mean, I can play it back. But, you know, part of the final result is the mastering too, so that doesn't quite sound how the final result is. I can show you another instance. So for episode 23, it has a drum track in it too, and I'm actually a little bit happier with how that one sounds. Hold on, I gotta You can probably hear that. There's a hair dryer in the background. Okay. You can probably still hear it. Okay, so the drums on this one. The drums on this one are a bit. Oh man, this is like I can't. Hold on. Like hearing myself talk is really disorienting. You can see down here in the media file how I program the drums. And there's a few things on it, like whatever this is. Like sometimes I would double up the snares so it sounds more impactful. Also, like, but I mean, like, you can look at all the crap that's on it too. Okay, so I got an EQ on there, multipressor, Fat FX, which provides some kind of distorted boost to it. Directional mixer, because I thought the spread was too much or something. I forget what it was exactly. Exciter, kind of like brings in the high sharpness a bit, which is nice sometimes on a snare. Space designer, noise gate, let's say. And so for the actual drums, they have I have a multipressor on there, which kind of brings all the frequencies together for the drum. Fat FX is like it boosts the bass in kind of in a nice distorted way. And they're all they have a bus on them going to, it has like my reverb and stuff. Even the reverb has a compressor on it, and the compressor has a side chain routed to instrument 11, which is, let's see, where's instrument 11? I forget what it is. I can't even, where's the numbers? I'm like losing my mind here. That's not the cello, that's for sure. I think I routed it to, let's see. I think I routed it to like a bass. Because basically what you want to avoid is if you have reverb, you don't want it to kind of drown the sounds out. So now usually I put on my reverb, like I have a compressor that's side chained to the beat, which is causing the reverb. So basically what that does is when the beat comes in, the sound of the reverb is down. And then it comes back up after the beat plays. And the reason for that is it makes the beat more strong sounding, I guess, because you can hear it more cleanly. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. I wish I could like had this set up properly, but I'm not really set up, so I can't really show you guys right now. But that's hopefully gives you an idea, I guess. Ezra Preston, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. You know what? I kind of feel like this animation would be funnier if when he's getting impaled, he doesn't look like the drawing that you recognize him as, but he looks more like an abstracted version of himself. So, for instance, maybe if let's just see here. So when you see him, I mean, I don't know if this is a good idea. Sometimes I do things and it doesn't work. It just looks like a Family Guy animation now. Hold on. Well, let's just see. Well, you wouldn't really see that pupil, would you? It'd be on the other side. Okay, so let's avoid that. His nose would be... Oh, he doesn't really have a nose, does he? But his nose doesn't... I don't really like the shape of his nose. That's not quite what his nose looks like, but I just drew it for now. His mouth. Orange 5, thank you so much for your Hex System sound tutorial. I'm sorry, it wasn't much of a tutorial. It was me just rambling and being confused, but I hope it gives you some sort of idea of what the... You know, honestly, when I'm making music, I'm not even like really paying attention to what I'm doing, so a lot of the bus routing and stuff is really messy, and it's just a side effect from me. I'm trying to be more like clean about it because... For instance, if I want to have someone record a violin for me, I have to make sure my files look nice and clean. Otherwise, they'll just be like, what the hell is this? Ethereal Snake. Hey man, what's going on? I was wondering if you had any interest in learning another instruments besides the drums. I've been learning guitar for the past 6 months, and it helped me get a lot more creative on my tracks. Yeah, man, I think I heard some of those guitar tracks. Because I watched on your Instagram, you have like posted some clips or whatever. I know. I mean, I'm only learning the drums for now, and I'm mostly focusing on like composition. I don't really see myself as like a musician that can play music live. I feel like if I were to do music, it's mostly electronic, like composition. I mean, I'd love to play music live. It's just, it's not something I'm really aspiring to do. So at this point, what I'll do is like I'll make a composition in Logic, and I'll send it to an actual musician, like I did. For episode 24, there's going to be real violin and real viola. And I found these people in Ireland that do the recording in their studio, and sent them the composition. They recorded it for me. The thing is, I have like this small apartment right now, and I don't want to like annoy the neighbors and stuff. Like if I had my own house, maybe I might be more inclined to like learn a real instrument, but I just play the drums now, I guess, and it's just for fun, really. Like, I go down the street, there's a drum studio down the street. I don't really like his mouth being like a tube. What do you guys think? I just feel like it's I don't know. But I think it's, you know, if do you ever quantize your music? George Cush. What I do usually is I do quantize it, but I don't quantize it like 100%. Like I'll quantize it, but I'll just drag the slider so it's like 50%. Because, you know, like with quantizing music, it just makes everything sound so robotic. But I find that like sometimes I'm listening to my music and it's like not quite in tempo and it's like distractingly not quite in tempo. But if I just bring it like 50% closer, it sounds a lot better. The only time I quantize music 100% is if I'm sending the track to someone to record. Like for instance, with the violin, I quantize it 100%. I even cleaned up the MIDI file where I want the MIDI file to stop exactly where it should, because in Logic it will generate the sheet music for me, and the more clean the MIDI is for the sheet music, the better. Otherwise, you know, if the MIDI file is just shifted a little bit, it actually changes the notation to be overly complicated for the violinist. So that is my thoughts on quantizing music. Sometimes I do quantize it 100% if I want it to be really precise, but it's pretty rare when I do that because actually I don't really do it all that much anymore. Hey, thank you, Sarah G. Aesthetic Capybara. Yes, Umami live stream. The GEDs can wait. Well, thank you, Aesthetic Capybara. Presumptuous Commoner. I started on drums back in high school, then moved to piano, then ocarina. What is an ocarina? What the hell? That is an interesting looking instrument. I have never seen that before. What is that? An ocarina. It's like a weird looking flute. I mean, I wonder what it sounds like. Then ukulele, then harmonica. Oh, still can't play anything live. Just enough to take samples. Hey, that reminds me, man. That I did actually play the harmonica for that episode 19, I think it was, when Henrik's playing the harmonica. That was me on the harmonica. Like, I don't actually play the harmonica, but I just kind of made that song up. Been watching your vids for a while. First time on stream. Hey, man. Saeed, well, thank you, Saeed. I appreciate the super chat. It's very kind of you. Umami has never played Zelda. Uncultured swine. Yeah, it sounds like a recorder. Okay, well, I haven't actually played Zelda, so. I don't know, you know, this is starting to look like Baldi from Baldi's Basics. He's starting to look like, not like Caillou, you know? So I don't really like his eyes being like this. Maybe he'll be smiling at us, like he's like getting impaled in the ear. So that might be kind of funny. He's gonna have like this really subtle smile the whole time while he's being stalagmited. Let's just move his head down a bit here. I feel like I need to see more of the top part of his, you know, and his skin is too perfectly circular. So, I mean, that's because I just made a circle. I don't really know anymore. Close his eyes and give him a pleasant smile as he no longer needs... Okay, well, yes, maybe I'll have him do that. Okay, I gotta rotate my canvas here. It kind of demonstrates that his face is looking too round in a certain part there. Cut that off a bit. Inner glow. Oops. Okay. His ear. Maybe it will come out of his ear on the other side. In which case, I have to make sure it lines up right. Maybe his ear will like come off, you know? That might be funny. It's gonna really like a dirt stash. Give him some warts. Okay, maybe like maybe yeah. I mean that's kind of like the SpongeBob sort of thing where you like zoom in on things and they're like extra detailed. Let's see. I don't know what I can draw to make him look like. I mean, give him like one of those tears, like he killed someone in prison. Just give him prison tattoos. I don't really know if his mouth looks great. Let's see if I can improve on his mouth. Where is his mouth? This one? He needs to have like a smug smile, you know? It's Charlie Brown mouth. Do you think Caillou accurately reflects the average Canadian child? I don't think so. It does kind of. I feel like some children maybe, but I don't know. I just feel like that's not like, there's something about this mouth. It's just, it needs to like have some sort of, it has to look dank in a certain way, but I don't really know how to draw dank all the time. I feel like Mischief's face has like a dankness to it, and that's what makes him so enjoyable to look at. But with Caillou, it's, maybe I just need to get some examples here. What does his face even look like? It's just a line. It's just a circle. That's kind of boring. I don't really want to just draw like a smile. Like basically like look, his eyes, his nose, and his mouth are the same thing. And so is his eyebrows. It's just lines. There's Caillou, everyone. This is Caillou at age 77. This is Caillou at age 87. This is Caillou at age 444. Just add lines. Dry, cracked lips. Okay, well, maybe try that. Let's see how that works. I don't know if that's a dry, cracked lip. That just looks like a weird mouth. Chemical plays. Chemical plays. Your face cam makes me feel like I'm on gravel. Hold on, guys. Let me just... I got an idea. I'll take this tool, the object selection tool, and select the mouth. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. Okay, select it. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, perfect. Suddenly, this is turning into an explosion video. But I'm not going to do that. It doesn't. I'm not going to break my rules.
The fuck?
What?
What am I looking
Caroline
at?
caught me in the act.
What is that?
I'm experimenting with Caillou's mouth right now.
Experimenting.
Oh, look at this picture. Okay, hold on.
Ew!
Copy image. Let's just use this one. Oh, that didn't work.
Ugh. Jesus Christ.
Oh God, some of
How
these
can you even
mouths.
look at that? Done.
Hold on. Okay, wait. I'll make it into the shape of a smile so that they understand that he's happy. How do you do that? Take this tool.
Understand that he's happy. Yes, that's how happy works.
Select, inverse, delete.
Oh my god.
That didn't really work, but...
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm gonna just wrote something here. Aesthetic Capybara, Caillou Season 5, Episode 23, The Wistful Release from the Bleak Grip of Sorrow. Add some threshold cell shaded. Oh my god. Is that your daughter?
Yeah.
No, that's
A
Carolina.
very large daughter.
Caillou be smoking that good crack.
Yeah, those are good crack teeth.
Okay, maybe I should just
Your crack is so good, your teeth are just paying for it.
Let's just let's like trace them in.
Oh my god.
Maybe his teeth kind of look like stalagmites, like he was destined for this.
Oh yeah. Everything is deep and meaningful. Ugh, God. You gonna use the colors? You better make them yellow and brown. Oh.
Hold on. I have to get rid of the It's not quite as enjoyable like this though, is it?
What do I think of this animation? I came up with half the idea, so I mean...
I'm pretty sure this might have been partially Carolina's idea.
Yeah. I just kept making it worse for you, didn't I?
I don't really know how we came up with this idea.
Well, you wanted to animate a trebuchet Caillou, and then everyone voted mesothelioma, so then we just somehow went back to the Werner hot dog.
Right.
And then this happened. Because Caillou dying of cancer in a hospital is so melodramatic. It's not violent enough. He deserves more than that. That's better.
I'm not sure about this mouth.
I think it's a bit much. What does his regular mouth look like?
This guy's asking you, what do you think of this animation? Do you like dark humor?
Yeah, I just replied to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Put a nice round hole in one of his front teeth.
How does that even happen to people's teeth?
Aesthetic capybara, thank you, man. I appreciate that. He's got no mouth but wants to scream.
What does Caillou's mouth look like?
It's just, I looked it up. It's like this.
Oh, well, that gives you nothing to work with.
Yeah, it's hard, like, because...
I think you can draw this, but maybe more cartoony rounded lip.
This?
Like, draw like a really generic kind of smiley face thing, and then put those teeth in there.
Okay, hold on.
No, you need more room than that.
Okay, so
Those
like...
beautiful teeth. Yeah, start with that shape. Maybe that's a bit too open.
But why would he be happy, though? I mean, that's
I don't know, because he's Caillou.
Shouldn't it be more like this? Well, he's not... He's almost always whining in the show.
Well, that's true.
So he shouldn't be happy.
So he should be in the midst of whining about something.
He should be like, Ma, I don't want to be stabbed with this.
I don't want to clean my room.
Well, my room's full of mesothelioma.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
whatever
asbestos.
Caillou says.
Okay.
Uneducational content. See, if you just kind of put them inside of a cartoon mouth, it kind of works. This is going to be perfect.
Watching this while doing a website design is very calming, but I don't think that was Umami's goal.
Calming? That's like when people listen to crime shows right before they go to sleep. It puts them in a nice lullaby mood.
I find Dateline to be a calming television program.
It's like, oh, great. New people died. Speaking of which, the last episode is actually pretty awesome, and you guys should watch it.
Do you guys watch Dateline
It's
on
the
NBC?
NBC streaming
It's like
site.
the only show I watch on NBC is Dateline.
They have video footage of the murder taking place.
Yeah, that one was
I hope
a
your mom's
roller
here so
coaster.
she can be like, you guys are messed up. Whale mouth.
What if you made his face blissful and minimalist before slumping into horrific realism? That cracked, dry lips still sound like a good idea. I kind of agree, because the thing is, he actually does go minimalist before he gets killed by the stalagmite. I mean, usually I don't ruin things, but I feel in this case, the Caillou video, you guys aren't going to be like, it's not going to be the end of the world. But basically, when he falls into the cave, this is what he looks like.
The fuck? See, this is what you contribute to these things.
What's that?
This is your contribution to these things. What the hell is that? I'm just like, stab Caillou in the head.
Well, he goes in there as a bunch of shapes. And then Werner Hot Dog's filming his documentary.
I drew him.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of myself.
He's going to be like, oh, the stalagmites and the stalactites. The never-ending balance.
He has to talk about the difference between the two.
Well, yes. And then he's going to be like, if these stalagmites have been untouched by humanity for hundreds of years, it would be such a problem if someone were to come in and destroy them.
No, he has to say specifically the asbestos stalagmite, which is extremely rare, has been untouched for millennia.
And then Caillou comes in and he just fucks everything up.
And then he says something like, good thing children don't play in here.
Yeah. Good, it's a good thing that children cannot access these tunnels.
Yeah,
And disrupt the delicate balance of asbestos and stalagmite. And then Caillou comes in, just messing everything up from being trebucheted into this hole. And I feel like maybe his face should be like kind of like I don't know, like he should have like a very
oh, there you go.
upper high class smug expression. Like he's like, this is a delicacy for me to ruin these stalagmites.
It's a fine delicacy to be the most whiniest child and
Yes.
destroy a cave.
Yes, that's
There you go.
yeah, that's what it is. I'll give him a little like just like that. That makes perfect. Little cowboy hat lips, and then he'll have a mustache too that goes with it. He's like, oh yes, wait, like to get impaled on a stalagmite.
Yeah, because he's in Asbestos, Quebec.
He's an asbestos.
That's a real place, guys.
Connoisseur. He's an asbestos connoisseur. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a connoisseur to asbestos.
He's like, oh wait, the asbestos. But then he doesn't realize that it's actually going to destroy his face. So his mustache is too wide.
Live for the destruction of nature. Caillou. Pursed lips. That's what that's called.
Pursed lips. There you go. I think that's the best mouth.
Yeah.
Everything else was too much. Like this is like he has to look smug, like he's he's enjoying destroying these asbestos stalagmites. So I have to actually even make his eyes have to be more like actually, you know what if they're like he's like, is that too weird?
I think one of them should point inwards. Nah, it's too much. Oh man.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, you're onto something here. Wee wee.
Because he is, I mean, the creators of Caillou are from Quebec. So,
yeah, unfortunately.
you know, I have to destroy him in the most...
Hope you guys are against Bill C-10, because there's no way the government's going to let you kill Caillou on YouTube.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the liberal government here, but they're just like passing laws like...
Just quietly destroying everything.
I don't know exactly what that bill is going to do, but I know that they're not even allowing people to debate it.
Well, what's going to happen is
Parliament.
you're going to get a letter from the government that says, please delete your Caillou animation or else pay a $100,000 fine for some kind of Canadian content, whatever the fuck.
If that ever happened, I'm going to move. I'll move to Florida.
I mean, there's beaches there, so I can't really complain.
I'll move to Miami.
You'll just be surrounded by old people that are wealthy, though.
Asbestos used to be like a rich person thing.
Really? That's funny. So really, it's mostly wealthy people that have mesothelioma, and that's why there's so many
Carolina.
lawyer commercials?
Most people that have mesothelioma are from working in coal mines.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Someone has to get it out of there first. Oh my god. Yes. You should have a really ugly nose. Do not move to Florida. Why not?
There we go. Okay. He's looking quite smug, but not quite enough. There's something about his... Now he kind of just looks like
Bro, I'm not drunk. Stop calling me drunk. Just have a very nasally voice and allergies.
Yes.
Florida is too hot? Yeah, probably. I actually really like cold weather. Oh. That like immediately makes me think of those old ladies that have tattooed on eyebrows.
Yeah.
Once I saw a woman like that, except she got her eyebrows tattooed past the point of your eyebrow ridge where it connects to her ear. Like, almost like a pair of glasses.
Like that?
Yeah, and it just kept going. I don't know.
Oh, you know what he needs?
Yeah.
He needs like a curl.
Ew.
No, but then he looks like Charlie Brown. That doesn't work.
Yeah. Wow, that's the difference between Caillou and Charlie Brown.
Oh my god.
Aesthetically, it's just a curl.
Caillou, Charlie Brown. Caillou, Charlie Brown. Oh, that is yes. There we go.
What? Keanu Reeves infused with moist critical and drunken gal? I'm so confused.
Look at his one eyebrow up. Like it's a DreamWorks animation. He's like...
Ew.
He's like...
Yeah, that's right. All those movies made by that one studio, everyone's always like got one eyebrow up, like they're so... It's just really smug.
Very smug posters, movie posters. Okay, so there's... Okay, there he is.
Rosy cheeks will give him a much more posh look, but it might be too much. Maybe like like do the light pink. I said rosy, not acne. The fuck? That's just face nipples. He's got face nipples.
Greetings from Greece. Love the series. Alexandros, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that.
What an epic name.
Alexandros, that is a cool name.
Alexandros! And you run into battle? It's like an upgraded Alexander. It's like
This
Dragon Ball
eyebrow.
Z.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's yes.
Perfect.
That's the right way. He has to go like that. Like
That makes me feel greasy on the inside.
yeah, that's see how like just a subtle difference changes everything. Like that's all it takes is like a little difference in line, and suddenly the expression is completely.
Face nipples is the greatest mix of words I ever heard. I don't think so. Imagine that in real life.
Okay, so now what I have to do is. Okay, thank you, Photoshop, for the.
Did you hit save recently?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to cut the skin off and paste it on a lower level.
Really, you could just paint that back in?
Well, no, because it's better this way. Now I can just now if I draw pink, oops, on his face, I can just do it haphazardly. So he's got like pink cheeks.
Gonorrhea face. I'm not drinking vodka, oh my god. You know how much vodka this would be? This is like emergency room amount. Umami's mind is deep fried. That's about accurate. Caillou sells meth behind industrial complexes. Yeah.
There we go. It's looking. I mean, I don't know about that color for his lips. It's starting to look more.
Oh my god.
There we go. That looks a little bit better. Because now he doesn't look like he's wearing lipstick. I mean, we got to make, you know, he's. Yeah, so let's just put his ear in here.
Okay, I seriously have like one bottle of wine and it takes me 2 months to finish it.
Carolina the wino.
I don't like drinking. I think it's gross.
Carolina doesn't even drink that much wine.
No, I'm serious.
Why does it upset you so much?
I just hate it. I don't sound like I'm drunk. It's not my fault. Like it's a giant half Jewish snaz on my face.
Oh my god, Carolina. Don't get me demonetized on my channel. Jesus.
I'm just stating the facts of my life.
I feel like he needs to have like a scarf. Don't you think? Maybe like a collar neck. That's what he needs, a collar neck. He has a collar neck, sort of, whatever that red thing is, right? So,
I'm gonna have to leave because these people are accusing me of being a drunkard.
It's 2 in the afternoon, Carolina.
It's wine o'clock. Why is there lumps in the back of his head?
Cause he. Okay, hold on.
What is that? The holding chain?
Oh, I know what he should do. He should be getting impaled by the stalagmite by also doing this with his mouth. Like he's like.
As he's flying through the air?
Yeah, he's like thinking. He's like, Like, how about this? Think about this.
Okay.
The stalagmite goes right through his head. Okay, so I gotta draw his hand in. How do you draw that?
What, this? You draw a pointing gesture here, look.
Yes, L shape.
You just draw a closed fist and then an L shape with 2 fingers. Alcohol is the devil, Bobby.
And then he's got
pondering his mesothelioma as he plummets. What?
he's pondering the inevitability of his situation here while it happens.
Getting people demonetized is a telltale sign of being drunk.
Okay, fingernails.
Make the hand really small and dainty. And cute, but with loads of hair.
I might be able to scale it down afterwards. I just want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just make sure he's got enough fingers there. There we go. I think that's the right.
I hate it.
That's the right kind of expression.
You.
Oh, I forgot to draw a fingernail. Oops.
Are Canadians allowed to drink alcohol? No, it's illegal. Ugh, gross.
I think I'll leave it kind of simple.
Can't die of cancer if you get impaled first.
Nah, I'll just leave it like that.
It's got subtle fat rolls forming.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn my sound filters back on so that you don't hear all this noise. Is that better? Whatever. Doesn't really matter, I guess.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! I just closed the screen.
Beauty mole on the upper lip.
Wait a second. So what is this video actually going to be about? Something about mesothelioma, stalagmites, posh people in Caillou. Well, basically, Caillou is sitting on a boulder attached to a trebuchet. Well, actually, no, he's sitting in the basket of a trebuchet. Thinking about stuff, I guess. The trebuchet launches them into the sky. Meanwhile, Werner Herzog is filming his documentary about stalagmites and talking about how it would be a real disturbance if anyone were to come in here and disrupt the stalagmites. Caillou is flying in the sky at this point after being launched by the trebuchet, and then slowly lands. He lands inside the cave and ponders his existence as a stalagmite disruptor. What is this layer doesn't do anything. So basically he comes in here, gets impaled on a stalagmite, and Werner Herzog is saying, well, it's a travesty, basically, that these chalets, or what do we call it, the caves that have like drawings on the walls, are being disrupted by Caillou. It's not something he wanted to have to film in his documentary, but there it is. He captured it in HD. Caillou needs a goatee. Is that what you're saying? Okay, let's see. Hold on. First of all, his hand is lacking pigmentation, so I have to do this. I thought I was going to have this animation out earlier, but it's been working on the album art and stuff, so it's been taking a while. How could I have not seen that? So obvious. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Why did the original animators make him bald? I don't really I don't know like what their intention was there, because maybe they just figured it's easier to draw the main character without hair. I think he needs to have some what do you call it, hyperpigmentation. Is that what it is on the back of his? Just a flare of it, like a kind of like the craters of the moon, but just on the back of his head. Very subtle. Oh yeah, and another thing I have to draw is his turtleneck. I don't know if I like how that looks, so let's see. Oh yeah, this is how you do it. That rug seems very Middle East. Oh, you can see my rug, eh? I bought that like 8 years ago off of Kijiji because we didn't have any carpet in our first apartment, and I just wanted like something to put in front of the couch. It's actually pretty nice. I think it's like one of those like originally whoever paid for it. It was probably pretty expensive. Rugs are expensive, but I think I only got it for like $150 or something. Okay, there's his turtleneck. I feel like maybe it needs to be just a tad. Oh, hold on. That's weird. can't I? Oh, okay. Maybe because I'm rotated? I don't know. Whatever. Thoughts on Pilot Red Sun's animation style? Well, man, I mean, it seems like every animation he makes, he kind of changes things up a little bit. The stuff that he made really early used a lot of like cheesy looking GIFs and stuff. And then like the stuff towards the middle was more like drawn without too much craziness going on, I guess. And then I guess now like there's a lot of texture, like painterly kind of looking texture and stuff. I don't know, man. It's always interesting, that's for sure. Every time I watch this stuff, it's like visually just strange to look at, and I really like that. Oh, the turtleneck is adding so much. It's adding a lot. Just gonna give it some shading now. And then on this side, maybe just highlights of orange, maybe. I don't know. You know, honestly, it's weird that he's being lit this direction because it's like implying that the light is coming from the bottom, but maybe the light is from Werner Herzog's film camera. Yes. Okay, that looks good. His ear. Whoops. Whoa. It's pretty funny. Okay, this is the lines for his collar. Can merge this together, I guess. And Nanosaur? Hey, what's up? Please do that thing where you shake your head back and forth and the camera looks filtered. Looks funny. Oh, you mean like this? Looks pretty funny, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. All right. There we go. There we go. Maybe, I don't know. Let's just, oh my God, what is this crap? It's Photoshop like playing videos now. I'm just gonna try something out here. I don't know if the shadows look good on his nose, but I feel like I'm overdoing it, maybe. It's easy to overdo things. That looks okay. Let's get rid of those for a second, see how that looks. You know, I kind of feel like it looks better without the rosy cheeks. I just feel like the rosy cheeks kind of take away from the fact that, but maybe if his head was kind of like you could see the skull indenting here where the eye socket usually is, that might help make him look a little bit more. But I mean, thing is, Caillou doesn't really have that, does he? He's just a circle. So maybe if I did that, I would just make it very subtle. Yeah, like that. Okay. Have you thought of doing ASMR or reading for an audiobook? Ah, man, no, I don't. I don't want to do that stuff. Sorry, man. If I did it, would be something like I don't know. I'd be like reading the instruction manual for like a General Electric washing machine or something. Let's see. Should be like a lump up here, maybe just a very small lump. That's too much. Okay. Okay, I don't, what is this crap? I gotta like turn that off. What, help? Tips or something? What is that? Tips? Photoshop. Playing videos. Suddenly. Uh, A fox in space. I totally voted for this. Hey man, how's it going? I've been watching the stuff that you've been working on. You've been posting on your channel, and your animation is looking incredible. How far along are you before you release the next like animation? Is it going to be like another year, or what do you think? I don't know if I should give him like a mustache or not. Like I feel like if he just had like peach fuzz. It's a little mole. He needs a wound cavity. Um, yes. Okay. Well, at this point now, I am going to basically make the section of his head that comes apart when the stalagmite pierces. So I'm going to save this file and just save a new one because sometimes I like to go back if I feel like I didn't. Okay. His hand is there. Stalagmite's there. Now it's time to take his ear. Oh, I got my feather turned on. I gotta turn that off. Cut his ear out. New layer. Paste in place. So his ear. If you were to imagine his ear being gone right now, I had to rotate my image a bit here. Yeah. I feel like something should emerge from his ear on the other side, like musical notes or grimace or something. That's an interesting idea. Like maybe the piercing kind of like produces some sort of. I'll think about that. It's an interesting idea. Okay, so his ear would come off somewhat like this. It's gonna like come off like around his ear, like unnaturally. Like it wouldn't just be the ear part. It's like someone took a chisel to the sides of his head before he was launched out of the trebuchet. Don't forget a piece of his brain dangling off the stalagmite after. Maybe I'll have the brain like at the point of the stalagmite. I'll think about that. That might be funny. Hey, aesthetic capybara. Internal pressure pushing his eyeballs out, maybe. That's yeah. I think that's a funny idea, but I'm worried that it becomes too like Mad Magazine-esque. You know what I mean? I feel like that's something they would do in Mad Magazine. But you know, I think about it. I'll think about it. I just feel like it might be too like gruesome. I mean, this is already pretty gruesome, but I don't know. There's like something funny about the fact that like his face basically doesn't change while this happens. Like like internally he's being impaled on a asbestos stalagmite, but his expression doesn't change at all because he's so at peace with with destroying the natural phenomenon that Werner Herzog is documenting. That whatever happens to his head really doesn't matter that much. It's more like I don't know. I'll think about that. That's a funny idea though. I mean, I got some gruesome stuff on my channel, but I don't really like to animate gruesome stuff that often. Like when Sonic the Hedgehog flies into the chain link fence, that was pretty gross. But I don't really do that very often. I guess the what was it? The train conductor from the Thomas video, his face gets like peeled off. That's kind of gross. Ibambaya? Yes, will be on YouTube. I don't know when, maybe a week or so. It's gonna work on it a little bit here and there until it's finished. Are these for the keyframes? Well, basically, I'm going to animate the movement of these pieces, but not in Flash. I'll be using After Effects. Okay, so obviously you can see how his earpiece is, but what I need is another layer on top that covers up. So I think I would do this, I think. And then I put it on a separate layer, but I think same thing down here. So now, when his ear comes out, yeah, that's the thing I have to fix. There's, let's see, is it this? Well, I have to figure out, I forget how I do this. I think I do it manually, maybe after I export it, but basically, his ear will come out like this. But you know what? Like, I feel like it's just expected that there's like flesh, and that maybe if there wasn't flesh, it would be funnier. Like, what if the backside of his ear wasn't flesh at all, but it was could be anything. But what if it was just like I don't know. I don't even know what that is. But what if it was like a what is that? What if it was like the underside of a pizza, or like the top, you know? Or what if candy? Hmm. What if it was like teeth? And there's gums right there, and his teeth are right here. Well, it could be anything, really. Anyway, I don't know. Well, I have to sleep on it. These important decisions that I'm making. Uh, he's a pinata. Could get a whole mouth there. I mean, he's acting pretty smug for someone to be impaled on a stalagmite. Let's just see. I don't really know what I'm doing, but let's just put his head back together for now. And I feel like maybe, you know, if the backside of his ear is going to look like that, maybe the inside of his head should also be fun. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'm going to select everything that's not black here. And I should just delete. I can't do that because it's on a... What's going on? Okay. What the hell? Oh. Candy vault. There should be a whole circus where his left ear, where his ear left the head. Hmm. Let's see how this looks. I mean, I feel like that would be in Caillou's head. Maybe that's where all his hair is. Like, maybe he gets impaled on the stalagmite and a whole bunch of hair comes out of this crazy clown cavern. And that would explain why he's bald, because the hair grew in. It did not grow out. Yes? And the reason why he is impaling himself on a stalagmite is for the relief that he will feel by having his hair come out of his head for the first time in his life. And he says, "Thank you, Werner Herzog, for providing me with this opportunity." To have my hair finally come out of my clown cavern and provides me with a great sense of satisfaction, well-being, and purpose. And the whole time while this happens, Werner Herzog's looking at us, thinking, can you get a load of this shit? This guy just comes in here and ruins my documentary. He can't. He's just astounded that Caillou would come in, destroy the stalagmite, the one-of-a-kind asbestos-coated stalagmite, just so that he could have his hair grow out. And he does it in this smug, very kind of like avant-garde kind of way that makes Werner Herzog very he's very not impressed, I guess. He's disappointed, I guess. He's disappointed with how things have played out. Caillou's not disappointed, though. He's quite happy what has occurred. A single tear rolls down his face. Oh. Oh. That would be perfect. Okay, well, you know what? I think this is what I'm going to be. This is it for me today. I'm done. Well, I'm not done. I'm going to do more work later, but live streaming always kind of depletes my energy reserve as a reclusive introvert. So that is a sneak peek of what's to come on the channel next. I got some cool stuff. I mean, let me show you one more thing before I leave. This is the album art. If you can see that. Collaboration between Carolina and me for the cover of Volume 2 of the Interface soundtrack, coming later this summer after episode 24. So I just want to show you that. Oh. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging in here. I'm sorry I can't stay in much longer, but maybe I'll do another stream sometime later this week or something. Have you a nice day, and talk to you all soon. Bye.